Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 9. So, this week, our main goal is to make sure that we get our peer review done for our intervention papers and that we get those turned in. So, they're going to be due on Sunday. Just remember, you can again ask for an extension for up to a week. And so, if you could use a little extra time, please don't hesitate to ask. And so, basically, what I want to do today is just kind of go over some of these goals really quickly, and then I'll show you some of the resources that we have. And so thanks to those of you who reached out to let me know there was an issue with the assignment this week. So everything's updated. Everything should be working correctly now. So let me know if there's any other issues. But basically, it's going to be just like our last peer review. You're going to post your paper to the Google Doc, and then you'll get feedback from other people online. There's a peer review, worksheet just like last time. And so hopefully this is all very familiar to you and you don't have any questions or issues with it, but please let me know if you do have any questions. Um, and so hopefully this will give you some insight. I did go ahead and push back the deadline for this because of the error on my part. And so go ahead and put your paper on here on Tuesday night, and it only needs to be 2 pages. And then on Wednesday, hopefully you can get all of the reviews in, make sure people get feedback on their papers. Okay. Um, and so the other thing I wanted to do is just show you a little bit of a resource here. I'm not going to go over the whole slideshow. But if you look down at the bottom of this slideshow, there's a couple of examples of how to cite things in MLA. So this is our first paper where we're going to have a lot of citations, right? And so I want to make sure that that you have some examples here. So this is going to be something that would be good to copy for whatever source you found off Reddit. And you can use citation generators a lot of time for this. I just use EasyBib today to help a student format one of their citations. And then just remember, this is going to give you more information about when to quote and things like that. But when you quote in your paper, you also want to make sure that you're using parentheses at the end of the sentence. And you just want to have that last name of the writer in that parentheses, okay? Um, if you don't have a writer with a full name, like maybe you have, like with your Reddit post, you're going to have a username. You're going to use the username. You're going to put the username in parentheses. It can also be the same thing with like an organization like PBS, for example. You would put that in the parentheses. And I got a little ahead of myself here, but I also have an example of how to cite the Reddit source. And so this is just going to be, it's going to be the username, the title, Reddit, the date, and the URL. And so don't overthink it. It's actually pretty simple. It looks kind of long and complicated, but that's just because the title is long and the URL is long for these online sources. It's actually pretty simple. You can copy and paste it. And then for this one too, it's almost exactly the same. You're going to have the only difference is that instead of a username, you have last name, then first name. Then you have the title, the website name, which was Reddit, but what's going to be wherever you got the website. Mine was from The Guardian. And then the date, and then the URL. So almost exactly the same format. That's the nice thing about MLA. And then yeah, I would say go ahead and look over this slideshow if you could use a little bit more of a refresher or a little bit more of an introduction to how to use sources in your paper. I'm also going to go ahead and share with you this video that I made last year, going over the slideshow. It's pretty short, and so hopefully you can watch that if you think me going over each of the slides would be helpful. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about anything. I'm really excited to read these papers. Everything I've seen so far has looked really good, all of your process work. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing the final product. All right, I hope you have a good week and good luck with your writing.